Hello, I'm Gary York, True Prison Stories by Corruption Behind Bars. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel, and please subscribe. I wanted to talk today about some sad incidents that occur, and people need to realize how serious it is when you falsify an official document. Recently, within the last couple of days here in Florida, 3 officers were arrested for allegedly beating an inmate, and they're in the county jail now. They've probably bonded out by today. But they also falsified their use of force reports to make everything look hunky-dory. And as a former prison inspector of 12 years in Florida, I've seen this often. It's not a regular thing, but yearly we would see cases like this. And it's just a shame that supervisors, such as sergeants and captains in a particular case I had, would gather officers together and have them plan out how they're going to write their use of force to cover up the beating of an inmate. Number one, the assault on the inmate is a felony, and in Florida, it's a felony offense to falsify an official document. And why I really get upset is because innocent officers get tied up in this. Young officers, even officers with 10, 15 years in that one particular case I did, get tied up because they don't know what to do. They're following their sergeants and their captain's orders, but at the same time they know it's wrong, so they don't know whether they should go along with a group and be scrutinized by the group. In this case, it was known as the family at Charlotte Correctional Institution. Well, folks, let me tell you right now, number one, if you have a use of force and the inmate is injured, just be honest and truthful, and you're going to come out ahead. Even if you get a few days on the porch, it's much, much better than going to jail, losing your job, losing your paycheck, losing your medical and your dental, going home to your family with embarrassment. Please do not get involved in any vigilante activities. We have a huge majority of our officers that are hardworking and honest. And then we have some people that have even moved up the ranks. In this particular case I had 2 sergeants and 2 captains and 6 officers indicted. Why? Because the captain on the shift at the time of the incident got everybody together to write up falsified use of force reports. Listen, don't get involved in it. Be polite, be honest, but say, sir, I cannot do that. If you need to take me to the warden's office tomorrow morning, that's fine. That's not what happened, sir. I'm not going to lie on an official document or use of force report. You're going to come out ahead because the 6 officers that followed those orders from that captain in that case at Charlotte Correctional Institution all got terminated and indicted in a felony case that went to the federal prosecutors in Fort Myers, Florida. Please don't jeopardize your life over an inmate. How to save your job and make sure you finish a good career in corrections with a pension and honorable discharge. Don't get involved in any falsification of documents. Be honest and have integrity. Stand up to anyone who tries to get you to be untruthful or falsify a document. Be your own man or woman and don't let anyone take you down. Because in most situations that I've investigated, there's always one leader, maybe 2, trying to get everyone else to follow them and do what they do. You don't have to follow them. You turn into a leader. You be a leader. And you do what's right. Save your job. Stop use of force when it needs to be stopped. Don't abuse or beat inmates. Protect yourself, of course, by all means. But when all is done and over with, stop the use of force. And please, write honest use of force reports without collusion and without having to get together. Because the minute you have to get together to try to work out a good use of force report so it will pass and there's no trouble, that's when something's wrong. Something might be wrong. Stop and ask yourself, why are we all getting together? Everyone write your own use of force report on what you did and how you did it. And if everything's fine and nothing was illegal and nothing was wrong, it's going to come out just right. If something is wrong, you still write it the way it happened and tell the truth, because in the end, the truth will help you. It may keep you out of jail. You may still lose your job. You may get days on the porch. But let me tell you something. You put the truth and you feel remorse if you did something wrong. Florida Department of Law Enforcement has always said when we send cases up to them for review of officer certification, truthfulness is what they look for first. And many, many officers who were truthful but wrong kept their jobs. They just got time on the porch. Please be aware and report people trying to get other officers in trouble, and don't follow their methods. Thank you. Corruption Behind Bars, True Prison Stories. Please subscribe.